All right, well listen, it's a snowy day in the bluegrass. Believe it or not, it's the end of spring break, and it doesn't look like it at all, does it? It looks like the beginning of winter break, you know. But what we're out here today is, you know, just exercising some dogs. And, you know, one of the things I've been getting here lately is a lot of questions about how I get such a high compliance rate when I take these dogs out in public. You know, I've posted a few videos of me taking dogs out, progress reports for clients and stuff, and, you know, people are like, Stonnie, how do you get such a high compliance rate? Why do they pay attention so well? You know, I mean, I'm not doing anything special in particular when I go out. But what happens, I'll tell you where that comes from, guys, is I have so many dogs here, and every day I let them out and I let them run and carry on and play. And so over the course of time, what happens is these dogs, they kind of just get used to playing with each other. And then when I walk out the door, it's a special thing. So it becomes special to get noticed, you know. And so it really works super well. Hey, Rogue, what are you doing? Like, say, take this dog here, for instance. I'll just pick her out of the crew. She's out here running around. You see, as soon as I call her, she comes running over here. All right, now look, I'm going to give her a treat, put her leash on her. Now, the funny thing about giving this dog a treat right now is she left food in her breakfast bowl. And so, you know, you say, well, Stonnie, if she left food in her breakfast bowl, why is she so ready to work for food outside? Because, guys, what's going on here is she's not working for food. She's working for my attention. Once I bring this leash out, if you do your obedience right, when you bring the leash out, the dogs aren't looking at the leash like the leash is getting in the way of doing fun stuff. They've been doing fun stuff. So the leash looks like a way to be the special one. It's like being a student in class. You know, you're the student, you know the answers, so you want to raise your hand so the teacher will single you out, right? So when I call your name out here in this group of dogs, I'm singling you out as a dog. And then you get to run over here and be the center of attention. So come on, Rogue, you can be the center of attention for a minute. So time and time again, over the course of the day, I'm walking up and down this hill. And so as I'm walking up and down this hill, I'm playing with the dogs, letting them play with each other. But every so often, I pick one of the dogs out. Like right now, I happen to pick Rogue out. And you'll notice Rogue is hanging out with me and being very compliant while these other dogs are running and playing. That's because at the moment, like hanging out and playing with me is more fun than doing that stuff with the dogs, because she's the center of my attention, right? She's the teacher's pet at the moment. And so I kind of walk, and as I'm walking down the hill, we're just working on general leash compliance. You know, she's just kind of being good and doing some relatively loose leash walking, which is cool. And these other dogs are running around and playing and being crazy, right? Now, as I get in closer proximity to my Exercise with Small Challenges course, come here, dude. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on speed and precision, right? So I've got these cones. Sit. And I'm going to ask Rogue not only to be good in a general sense, but to be good in a very specific sense. And I'm going to use the cones to measure my progress. Sit. If I do this stuff right, then I'll get good compliance. It'll be cone, dog, Stonnie. That's what I'm after. Let's go. Now, when I give the dog a treat, sit. The feeling that the dog gets is a feeling that far surpasses the value of the treat itself, right? Sit. It's the same kind of feeling you used to get when you were in class and you would raise your hand, let's go, and have the right answer, sit in front of the class. Good. Now as I walk onto my course here, it's really slippery, and you know how I'm always talking, going on and on and on about, you know, environmental socialization. Well, today this is a wet kind of snow, so all of my equipment is super slippery, you know. And so I have to be very careful, and I have to be very patient, you know. And some people will say, Coco, hey! Some people will say, well, Stonnie, why do you do it when it's slippery? Well, because look, I don't have control over the weather, and you know, these people that own these dogs, they might be on vacation somewhere, and if you're on vacation somewhere and you have your dog, you don't want that to be the first time the dog's ever been walked in the snow, do you? Right? So what we say around here is you don't practice swimming when you fall out of the boat. You practice swimming in anticipation of maybe falling out of a boat. So that's the same thing with your environmental socialization. Wait. Very nice. You see that's real slippery? So I went ahead and told her kind of to chill out a little bit there. Easy. Now this board is long and slippery. So we're going to go real easy over it. Very nice. Very good dog. Up, up. Easy. Wait. Very nice. Easy. Up. Now, watch, I'm gonna put her up here on this table, and I'm gonna make her stay. Sit. Stay. And you'll notice, look at this table. This is old wet snow, guys. This isn't any fun. You know what I mean? To put your bottom on. And again, people will say, well, Stonnie, why do you make them do that? Well, because look, guys, we all in life are tasked with things that we have to do even when we're uncomfortable. And you might as well get your dog used to that at an early age. Now watch this. So Rogue's been really good, and I'm going to say, okay, Rogue, right? And I'm going to let her off work. Now, I let her off work specifically, you know, so that she could go do whatever she wanted. But see what she did? She stayed there because she doesn't want to lose my attention. She doesn't want to lose being the center of my attention, right? So when you're working your dogs and you want to gain a high rate of compliance, guys, make sure that they look at working for you under high levels of distraction as leading to something good for them, right? And then you won't have a lot of trouble going out and having your obedience seem like you're making lots of hard rules and keeping the dogs from having fun. All right, good luck.